All right, guys, today we're doing the 6.3 work together, and what we're basically doing here is finishing up our worksheet. So on April 30th of the current year, Fix-It Now has completed the trial balance columns and the adjustment columns of the worksheet. Extend the up-to-date balances to the balance sheet or income statement columns and total each column. So what we're going to do is just take a look at our worksheet here. I use income summary as the dividing line. Everything from income summary up gets extended all the way over to the balance sheet column. Debited accounts go in debits, credits and credits. So we're going to do our first couple. So it's 4,900, then it is 75, then 1,387. Now we get to supplies. Now supplies has an adjustment. So anytime there is an adjustment, we have to update the account balance. So I'm going to take out my calculator. Here's my calculator. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my supplies balance. It's 228, and I am going to subtract 153. That's going to give me 75. So that's my updated supplies balance. Okay. And again, we're subtracting because debit and a credit means you subtract, and the balance would stay in the normal balance column, which is debit. Then we're going to do the same thing again for prepaid insurance. So 375 minus 125 equals 250. Updated balance stays in the debit column. Now, accounts payable is a credit, no adjustment, so we just copy it over. 267, 7,443, and then drawing is a debit, 1,700. All right. Next, we're going to do the income statement columns. The income statement columns is everything from income summary down. So sales is going to be our only credited account in this whole column, okay? It's sales. So copy it right over, 2,160. Then our debits are all our expenses, so $466. Then we have insurance expense. Now previously this is blank, that means it's zero. Debit, and a debit means we add, so 0 plus 125 equals 125. That stays in the debit column. Copy over 189. 0 plus 153 equals 153. That stays in the debit column, and then copy over 550. All right. So our next step is going to be to add each column. So first one is 460 plus 6 plus 125 plus 189 plus 153 plus 550 equals 1,483. So I'm going to put that here, 1,483. Next, they're going to bring this amount down, 2,160. Then we're going to add these columns up. So give me a second. So it's 4,900 plus 75 plus 1,387 plus 75 plus 250 plus 1,700 equals 8,387. So 8,387. And then this amount is this column, 267 plus $7,443 equals 7,710. 7,710. Then we'll go to the next step. All right. So now we need to determine if there's a net income or a net loss. So you take the total of your sales and subtract the total of your expenses. So 2,160 minus, and it's 1,483 equals $677. It is positive, so we have a net income. So we're going to write net income over here. and we're going to put that amount right here under the income statement debit column to, 677. Double check that, right? 677. Now remember, when it's a net income, you extend that amount all the way over to the other side, 677. And then what we do is we add these two numbers, so $1,483 plus 677 equals 2,160. Bring this amount down, 2,160. If you did all correctly, these two will match. Bring this amount down, it's 8,387. And then we're going to add these two together. So if we did it correctly, they'll match 7,710 plus 677 equals 8,387. So 8,387, and they match. So we now adjusted our balances for our supplies and insurance accounts moving forward to the next fiscal period, and we determined how much profit we made for this fiscal period, which was $677.